Doctor.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world it could be, but just be right here with me, the BABGOG. And I appreciate y'all pulling up on me, man. What's going on? Shout out to my man Omega Dress in the building, XL Pro, more for your mom. What's up, man? Hey, man, I try, bro. Yeah. All my life I has to fight. Okay. But hey, man, we're gonna start this thing off with our brother, a good brother, Chris Brown, aka Chris Breezy. And a lot of women are mad, man. Apparently, you know, apparently a lot of women are not happy with the fact of the matter that our brother Chris Brown, what the hell going on? What the hell going on? Hold on now. That's some weird shit. There we go. All right. They were not happy with the fact that our brother Chris Brown is out here, man, having a good time with one of those women that women hate him for allegedly abusing. Okay, allegedly. Now, my understanding with him and Karuchi, it was never anything um like proven or convicted or whatever. I think she had a restraining order. They had a kid together. You know, he had this constant back and forth where he's trying to get back with her and then showing his love for her on some of his songs and shit or whatever. But you know, again, a girl that we wouldn't know anything about had it not been for the man she was attached to. Okay. All right. I keep telling y'all, man, majority of these women, you only know about them because they get attached to a famous man, i.e. Amber Rose. Amber Rose was fine as fuck. You know, girl with this fucking shortcut. And apparently when she did the Shannon Sharp interview, I had no idea she was in videos and shit before she even was dealing with Kanye. So she was a video vixen, apparently, you know, video girl or whatever. And I don't remember her at all. She said she was in one of Future's videos and she was in whatever. But I don't remember Amber Rose until she started dealing with Kanye. Little Rock, what up? Beachy, what up? You feel me? Most of these women we find out about, man, again, Bernice Burgos, as big as Bernice Burgos is, how fine she is, I didn't know nothing about Bernice Burgos until they mentioned something about Drake allegedly giving her a fucking Bentley or leaving a Bentley outside of a strip club or a club or something for her birthday, right? Ari Nicole. I didn't even know. I didn't know about Ari Nicole till she started dealing with Moneybag. I didn't even know that she was G Herbo's baby mama. Had no idea who she was. And even before that, it's still no one knew about her because she was G Herbo's baby mama. You feel me? So again, the vast majority of these women that we end up knowing, are, they're just attractive and that's it. Or in a lot of cases, not even attractive, but that ass though. She twerking though. She got a text, she got a sex tape, though, whatever, right? That's the whole thing. But here, look at this, man. Look at this is wholesome. You know what I'm saying? They going back and forth, having a good time. It's no vitriol. It's a whole bunch of laughing and giggling. They got a kid together, man. Brothers, we know what it really is. Listen, baby. Listen, baby. Once I done put a kid in you, I'ma always be a part of you, baby. Baby, once I motherfucking hit you with that, okay? And you carrying a motherfucking little copy of me around for 9 months, baby, I won. Okay, no matter what you say and all this other shit, you dusty, you broke, you ugly, you dick little baby. What's we saying? I thought he don't got a kid with her. He don't got a kid with Karushi. Oh, who's his kid by? My bad. Who's his kid by? See, I don't be keeping up with these celebrities and shit like that. My bad. Well, even still, kid or no kid. All right, stand corrected. Clearly, whatever the hell they had going on, it was well enough a fucking fact for what we see right here. Same thing, and people like to look over the fact of the matter that him and Rihanna, after the whole DV situation, which again they were equal combatants, and people always like to look over the fact of the matter that Chris Brown had bite marks on his arm, and Rihanna didn't say it was her responsibility, but clearly admitted to her attacking him while he was driving, right? But nobody wants to hear about that because only men can be violent. Only men can be abusers. And men just haul off and beat on bitches for no reason at all. You got a pussy, bitch. Ah. You got some titties, bitch. Let me stomp on your back. Like, no, man. And again, I am not condoning in any way, shape, form, or fashion men putting their hands on women, abusing them physically. No, that's not what I'm saying. But again, a lot of the times, man, okay, that shit is in retaliation. And I keep telling y'all, bro, no matter how strong you think you are, okay. I just saw this thing. Shout out to who sent it to me? Brother sent it to me on Twitter, right? And bro, do you know how hard it is to just wrestle an adult, period, be it boy or girl, right? No matter how much stronger you are than a woman, right? That's still like an adult person with strength to where you're gonna have to struggle to, I can't just take a woman's hands for the most part and, put them down by her side like I could a child and she can't move around. Okay. The strongest man that can create the greatest fucking force, it's gonna be difficult for him to just take a woman's hands, lock them down, and she can't move around. Okay. So again, you're still dealing with the strength of a person that if they were to hit you in your nose, that's enough pressure to break it, right? They hit you in your mouth, that's enough to bust your lip or chip a tooth. But somehow, some way, like you say, men can't defend themselves from physical violence from women, right? And if you do, you're a coward. If you do, you're an abuser. If you do, that's the only thing they see, right? Reaper, what up? Kakarot is crazy. She was the one that got away. So who did he have a kid with? Nia Guzman, Amika Harris. Damn, I didn't know he had that many kids. Shit. Jesus Christ. I didn't know Chris Brown had 3 kids. Shit. Yeah, see, I really don't keep up with this shit. I kind of remember that Snow Patrol. Who called her Kakarot? I forget who said. Who was it that called her Kakarot? I forget who it was. That little, I mean. But as you can see, man, hey. My bad. Let me close this out. Chris Brown and Karuchi spotted chopping it up at Coachella. Laughing, giggling, all that good shit. And then, people with their fucking, that's why I said celebrity business, because they're going to still be still going to fool around each other hours later, months later, as you can see, years later. Y'all carrying beefs. Meanwhile, beef owners are chilled. This dumb bitch right here with security around, protect yourself, girl. Let's see. All that sympathy on Oprah was pointless. Again, listen. Chris Brown is just one of the many men that people, society uses as a poster child for women abuse. No matter the details, no matter the circumstance. Again, to cover up what we're about to get into right here. Women have become so much more violent, bro, over the last 30 years. It's ridiculous, right? Nobody talks about it because that would go against the narrative, femicide and, IPV and, all these different things of where men are just looking for women and deleting them because they're women. No, it's not the case, bro. Not at all. Now, again, it's a sad situation whenever anyone's life is taken by another person. Right? Very, very unfortunate. In any other condition other than self-defense, right? But the thing about it is, every woman's justification for deleting a man is self-defense. Right? Remember we showed the case of the girl, and I'm gonna see if I can find an update on that. Of the girl that killed the man in Atlanta. She hit me with the iron thing, man. Then she shot me. That was that man's last, literally dying words. The police was there earlier that day. She done been out all night doing Lord knows what. He watching the kid, and he watching kids that ain't his. Police leave. They get a call back out to the house. He walk out to the police and tell them, hey, she hit me with the iron thing, man, and then she shot me. Collapsed. He died. That's the last words he said. The kids get the police get statement from kids. Kids tell the whole story about, hey, mommy hit whatever the man's name was with the iron thing, and then but then when they get in court, the story changed. Kids are clearly used as pawns and manipulated in the whole situation. It's a viral thing going on right now on Twitter. I think I'll find that one, to where this dude's dealing with this girl. They're in the house together, and she's bringing the daughters in there to corroborate and agree that he hit her, not the other way around. Well, Snow Patrol, listen, Snow Patrol, dudes still invite women straight off apps to their house. Snow Patrol, more likely or not, that's not how it's going down. But then at the same time, listen, I am not. For one, I'm not inviting a girl back to my house like upon first meeting her. Baby, we going to the hotel. like motherfucking Cassidy and R. Kelly. Girl, you wanna come to my hotel? Baby, I will give you my room key. Cause if you wanna come to my hotel, baby, you're not coming back to my crib on the first link. Fuck out of here. Bitches be leaving air tags and shit. That's another thing too. Hey, brothers, make sure you check your motherfucking car and shit. If you let a bitch ride in your car, bro, for you got the thing on the phone now where you can check tracking devices or whatever. They got like a tracking device thing, so your phone can detect it as like a tracking device in your vicinity, bro. Especially if you got some nice shit. You feel me? Hey, don't be a victim, bro. All right. Bill DeVoe, they had one hit, the most important hit ever. Never trust a big butt and a smile. Okay? And remember, nowadays the big butts can be bought, baby. If she bought it, nigga, you better double not trust her. You hear me? But nah, man. Men just don't have to worry about the level of danger that women do. If one was to do something, so on and so forth, hey, the worst thing she could do is try to up on me in my crib. Okay, I'm like the Punisher in this bitch, baby. I'm like the Punisher in this motherfucker. All right, if I'm in here and shit get out of hand, listen. Hey, shout out to random chat. Hey, they can buy the smile too. Oh God, a bitch can buy the butt and the smile in 2025, nigga. I didn't even think about that, random chat nigga. Shout out to random chat nigga, man. You win the internet for the day, brother. You can't trust the big butt or the smile. That bitch can buy both of them. Shout out to God Hand Apostle Tommy. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 5. Azriel, 3% more likely to get into a bum fight video since he top flight at a homeless shelter. What the fuck? What? What? I don't know what the hell you and Azriel got going on, but thanks, brother. Mr. Snazzy, what up? But nah, man, let's see. Let's get into these stories, bro. So I guess we'll start out with the most important one, the most famous one that's going on right now. Remember the judge that, shot her boyfriend in the back of the head. She's been found guilty of attempted murder.
I disagree with the judgment that they made. Ms. McKnight will absolutely be appealing this. She did not attempt to kill Mr. McCoy. Thank you.
Former Dauphin County Judge Sonia McKnight has been found guilty of attempting to kill her ex-boyfriend by shooting him in the head while he slept. We appreciate you joining us tonight.
I mean, bro, what the fuck? What were you doing? You sleep and you get, imagine, bro, that's the scariest shit, bro. Imagine going to sleep, bro, and when you finally wake up, yo, motherfucker, you got a breeze and you got a breeze running across your brain, brother. What the hell? Why the hell? My head's so cold. Fucking it hurt. What the fuck going on? Bro, do you know how fucking diabolical that shit is? Do you know how fucking, like, you sleep in your bed and the bitch shoot you in the back of the head, bro? When you finally wake up, you missing a piece of your motherfucking skull. Hey, nigga hear the music when he wake up. When he finally wake up, this is the first thing you hear. Bum, 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 bum. And Uncle Charles is like, every day you Uncle Charles walking away from him because like, hey, son, I thought I was gonna have to bring you with me. What? Hell no, nigga. As a grown man, as a kid, yeah. That was the worst. When your parents fucking whoop your ass, bro. Come on, man. That's just diabolical. Now that was some straight slave shit. Waking up the motherfucking belt. What's your name, boy? Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. But listen to this bullshit.
At 6, I'm TJ Anthony. This morning, the courthouse right behind me, the jury deliberated for less than 2 hours before finding McKnight guilty of first-degree attempted murder and aggravated assault. So she will be sentenced in May. But to take you through the past 3 days of proceedings, we have live team coverage tonight. CBS 21's Jasmine Brooks and Elise Persons are right outside of the Dauphin County Courthouse with the aftermath of this verdict. And guys, a lot of eyes were watching this case closely.
Yes, that's right. Elise has been covering this since day one. TJ, thank you so much. And so key takeaways from today, Elise.
Yeah, so today kicked off with the judge explaining to the jury how they would be kind of handling these jury deliberations, what they should know, the rules about it, if you would. But one thing that I found very, very interesting in the explanation of how the jury should head into the...
Hold on, Cree, what? She shot her husband too? This bitch a serial shooter? Shit, I was talking about being the Punisher. I ain't know this bitch was the Punisher too. She shot her estranged husband?
The deliberation room is he talked about how Sonia McKnight did not get on the stand. So, Michael McCoy, the man that, Sonia is now accused of shooting the head, he took the stand yesterday, but McKnight never did. And the judge told the jury that is not evidence against McKnight. This is not something that you can hold against her.
Closing arguments. Can you talk about what the DA said?
Yeah, so the DA, he started his closing arguments sitting down and he says, looks at the jury, he says, typically you go to sleep and you'll have a nightmare. You wake up from it and it's over. He said Michael McCoy on February 10th, 2024, he woke up to the nightmare. He detailed how, this was a heinous crime committed by Sonia McKnight. He asked the jury to put one and one together to come to the conclusion who shot him, and take a listen to him explaining what that sounded like.
Using your common sense, that's what I urge the jurors to do. There were 2 people in that house and only 2 people in that house. And one of them, the one who was shot, said he did not shoot himself. The logical conclusion is the other person did it. And I'm glad the jury ultimately saw the truth in that statement, and they found her guilty on all charges here.
Hold on. I know good and hell well this bitch didn't say the nigga shot himself in the back of the head. Ain't no way, bro. Hold on. We got to go. What? Rewind selector. What?
There were 2 people in that house and only 2 people in that house. And one of them, the one who was shot, said he did not shoot himself. The logical conclusion is the other person did it. And I'm glad the jury ultimately saw the truth in that statement, and they found her guilty on all charges here today.
Elise, you spent hours inside the courtroom over the past 3 days, so a lot to get to and unpack.
Yeah, so this trial was jam-packed. The jury came from Delaware County, so really it seemed like they were trying to get as much into the day as possible. The trial kicked off Monday. We were in the courtroom from 9 a.m. until 9:15 p.m., just taking one lunch break, one morning break, one afternoon break. And then yesterday, Tuesday was day 2. The trial kicked off at 9 a.m. and we got out around 4:45 after those closing arguments. So it was a jam-packed couple of days.
Yeah, hey. Patient drowned and shot. Suicide. Yeah, Clinton. Yeah, Clinton style.
Take a listen to the recap. After 3 days, 24 witnesses, and 50 pieces of evidence.
Y'all already know this bitch is psycho. She still got a fucking mask on in 2025. Lock her up. Under the jail. I just know every time if I see you in 2025 walking around with a motherfucking mask on, bro, I wish nothing but bad things for you. Okay? I hope you stub your toe on every motherfucking couch corner. Okay? I hope you motherfucking get your fingernail ripped off, fucking grabbing for the doorknob. Y'all are the worst motherfuckers, man. Fuck y'all.
Suspended Dauphin County Judge Sonia McKnight has been found guilty of first-degree attempted murder and aggravated assault for shooting her ex-boyfriend Michael McCoy in the head while he was sleeping in the early morning hours of February 10th, 2024. The jury reached their verdict in less than 2 hours. McKnight's bail was set at $3 million, and she was taken immediately to the Dauphin County Prison. It was a jam-packed trial beginning Monday morning at 9 a.m. The jury heard from 17 witnesses throughout the day on Monday, including Susquehanna Police Department patrol officers and detectives, the EMS crews that treated McCoy, and forensic experts. Throughout the trial, body cam footage was showed recapping the minutes after police arrived at McCoy's home and up to police interviews with McCoy the day after the shooting. Gunshot residue was brought up frequently throughout the trial. A forensic scientist took the stand to break down her analysis of the gunshot residue tested in this case. She found McCoy's clothing and hands tested positive for having the maximum amount of gunshot residue present, whereas McKnight's pajama shorts, a singular sock, her robe, and one part of her hand tested positive for gunshot residue. Officers testified Monday morning McKnight washed her hands and dropped her shirt in the toilet before being tested for gunshot residue. Day 2 of the trial kicked off with McCoy's doctors at Hershey Medical Center testifying about the severity of his injuries. His trauma surgeon
This bitch. Hey, man, shout out to the jury, man. The jury's the real MVP. You say the bitch dropped her shirt in the toilet and what? Did she wash her hand with the motherfucking toilet water? What the fuck? This bitch, hey, man, this bitch gotta be, get her off the streets now.
in the night of the shooting said if the bullet went in a different trajectory by just a matter of centimeters, this would have been a very different outcome. On Tuesday, McCoy took the stand for the first time, and he touched on the year-long relationship with McKnight, saying, quote, there were always problems. He says he made it clear to McKnight on Friday, February 9th, 2024, he was serious. The relationship was over. He then went to sleep. He says he woke up with...
Oh, bro, man, listen, man. Hey, man. Hey. Yeah. No, yeah. Hey, that's a different mother. That's definitely a remix of Do I Ever Cross Your Mind? Hey, this is the wrong kind of motherfucking If I Ever Cross Your Mind fucking remix. She crossed that nigga mind, all right. All right. Listen, man. Yeah, hey, man. Hey, brother. Man, don't motherfucker. Hey, man. Listen, leave, brother. Bro, don't ever get in a fight with a woman. Close your eyes, turn your back. My nigga, leave. Silent sir, chill, bro. Chill. Oh, God. Brothers, man. Hey, bro. It's a reason they tell you there's no motherfucking wrath like a woman scorn, bro. It's a reason we say that shit. They keep telling you, they tell you this shit in the Bible for a reason, man. All right, women get emotional, bro, and women get to the point of where nothing cares, nothing matters but their feelings. Nothing. Not a damn thing. It's over, bitch. Yeah, and now your ass almost got sent to the pearly gates. Yeah, bro, it's not gonna go in your favor, brother. Get up out of there, man. No. Well, hey, good thing for Al Green. Al Green was wide awake for that, nigga. And I don't know. Listen, the only thing worse than like grits and like breakfast to get thrown on you, nigga, is hot syrup. Bro, if you ever got hot syrup on your hand, nigga, that's worse than napalm. You only gonna do that one time. Well, of course, oil. But that, brother, I hope you ain't just. I mean, I know y'all Africans, you know, y'all different, but I hope y'all ain't reaching in the pot to pull the chicken out with your bare hand, brother. Here for the tea. What up, man? How you doing? Yeah, man. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned, bro. Well, Reaper Royals, it's crazy you say that, Reaper Royals. So, I think I told y'all this story at one point in time. So this dude, he was up the road around my dad and them people, and they was at a little house party, some country shit or whatever. Bro, the dude took the motherfucker. They had a fish fry, right? Bro, dude took the motherfucking hot grease, man, and threw the fucking hot grease on the dude, man. Instantly fucked him up. And for whatever reason, for some time, this nigga was motherfucking just terrorizing like all the old people. He like older than me, but then, you know, like it was like people my daddy age. And this nigga was just terrorizing everybody, man. I think he ended up getting shot or some shit, something fucked up or whatever. I don't know. But that nigga had like all the old niggas shook. I don't know what the fuck the old niggas had did to him, but that nigga was on a fucking hell of a spree. But he started off by motherfucking throwing the hot grease on that nigga, and it was like, hey, that shit was like motherfucking you know, the judge. Remember the judge on motherfucking on Roger Rabbit? Yeah. Fuck Buddy up, man. Nah, nigga, you go wish for some grits and some goddamn grease, fish grease, nigga. Fish grease is the hottest grease. Exactly. Thank you. See here for the see, they don't know. Chicken, the hottest grease is fish grease. I don't know why, but fish grease is the hottest grease. Chicken grease, you know what I'm saying? You got bacon grease, chicken grease, fish grease. Fish grease is the hottest grease, okay? Motherfucker say hotter than fish grease, you better back up. Okay? Well, that shit, whatever it is, nigga, that shit is motherfucking, that shit hidden, nigga. Hottest fish grease is either a warning or, you know what I mean? Or, hey, this shit here is the shit. One of the two. Yeah, man. No, shout out to KP. Yeah, no, man. Listen, I keep telling y'all, bro. Another big thing that we don't understand or whatever, bro. A woman raising her tan to you one time, bro. I think it's even more deadly for you than a man raising his hand to a woman, because that woman show you, bro, she's willing to get physical. She's willing to attack you with something, an object, whatever, especially that bitch will kill you, my nigga. But I would take that shit lightly. Every woman I deal with, bro, I jokingly let them know, hey, you going to jail, don't worry about it. You put your hands on me, I'm calling the cops. I'm not finna wrestle, I'm not finna argue, I'm not finna tussle, and I'm gonna show up to the court date. All right.
Excruciating pain. On the stand, he said, quote, I thought I was having a brain aneurysm. I thought my brain was trying to get out of my head. He testified he was the one who asked McKnight to call 911 in the early hours of Saturday morning and was shocked to later learn he had been shot in the head. When asked if he shot himself, McCoy answered no. He says, I don't know who shot me, but I didn't shoot myself. Tuesday afternoon, McKnight told the judge,
dude, listen, I can tell you this. Bro, this is grace of God. This nigga got shot, and then the bitch had to call the police because he survived. And the police asking you who shot. Listen, man, nigga, you listen. I tell you this, nigga, you talking about some who shot you, nigga. You better be getting ready to motherfucking sing the whole Notorious B.I.G. verse after you ask me this shit, nigga. Who the hell shoot themselves in the back of the head, nigga? Don't play with me. I'll fuck all this shit up. Fuck you mean who shot you? Keep going with the verse, nigga. I'm waiting. This is shit men gotta go through, man. Who shot you? Hey, name and badge number. Cause I'm suing your ass. The motherfucker that asked me who shot me in the back of the fucking head, did I shoot myself in the back of the head? Nigga, you getting sued. I don't know what's the grounds or whatever, nigga, the maximum amount. Fire this nigga. I want his job.
she would not be taking the witness stand. Her defense lawyer called for the case to be thrown out. That request was denied. In closing arguments, McKnight's lawyer told the jury the Commonwealth did not provide enough evidence to meet the burden of proof and to find McKnight not guilty. Whereas the Commonwealth asked the jury to piece all.
Listen, that's another thing too. I don't trust a bitch with finger waves in 2025. Okay, bitch got finger waves in 2025. I don't trust her. Metro, you're Metro. KP, Creed just told me about it. I didn't even know. This bitch got a track. And again, what do we tell y'all? Hey, man, bruh, y'all listen. I don't know if y'all know this shit, bruh. Women be doing background checks on niggas, bro. That's why women want to know your real name for real nowadays, bro. I realize that shit. Women want to know your real name, bro, so they can literally pay the little $20 or whatever to fucking put your name in a fucking database and see what come back. All right, bro. We live in the age of information, my nigga. You need to know what the hell this bitch got going on. All right. There's a lot of shit we need to start doing too. Cause hey, these bitches are dangerous, bro. I didn't even realize this shit. Women have increased in violence over 3 times in the last 30 years, bro. More than 3 times. Hot water and bleach. Again, man. You see, yeah, man, no.
all the evidence together and come to the conclusion McKnight was the one who pulled the trigger. He said to the jury, quote, "When you apply your common sense to this case, the only person who could have committed this crime is right here," McCormick said, pointing at McKnight. And in under 2 hours Wednesday morning, the jury came to that decision, finding Sonia McKnight guilty on 2 felony charges.
Okay, so because you were in the courtroom and cameras weren't allowed, you really can give us firsthand experience of what you saw. I want to know what McCoy did when that verdict was read today.
So I was watching him closely as the guilty verdict came in, and he was sitting in the front row behind the Commonwealth, behind the prosecution, and there was a small ledge right there in the front row. And as they read guilty, he put his head down, slightly, and kind of up and down with his head, pounded lightly that ledge a little bit, seemingly in a relief and a victory sensation. So really,
hell yeah, 'cause that bitch was gonna come back and finish the job. That bitch got off on that. That nigga was gonna have to change his identity and hey, renounce his citizenship. This bitch out for blood, clearly.
really, just a moment to see in person.
How about Sonia McKnight?
Sonia McKnight, her back was to us. She kept her eyes seemingly on the judge, and I was looking for any sign of emotion, if you would, looking at her shoulders, and I didn't see anything. It wasn't until she was walked out of the courtroom in cuffs that I finally got to see her face, and it was pretty expressionless, I would say.
Cold-blooded fucking killer, man. Cold-blooded bitch. I knew I should have shot that nigga twice.
Also, she had to take off all her jewelry, hand her purse over to her family. Talk about that.
Yeah.
Somebody who had so much power kind of in that moment, stripping their sense of identity in a way.
Right. I mean, it was really interesting because as the jury went into the deliberation room, I was watching to see what Sonia would do in that time while they were in there. She was able to be on her phone. She was sitting there interacting with family members. But once that guilty verdict came in, she had to stand up. She started by removing her earrings. One of the court officers helped her remove her necklaces. All of that jewelry, along with her purse, was then handed over to her family, which she then put, her hands behind her back and walked out of that.
In a way, it was the moment her freedom was stripped from her and taken from her. Also, McCoy was able to watch all that happen. What was happening as she was leaving the courtroom?
So I watched McCoy throughout the trial to see if he would look at McKnight while he was on the stand. I didn't see him look over at McKnight once, almost seemingly avoiding to look at her at all. But as she was being walked out of the courtroom, you could see his eyes following her very closely and his head nodding up and down as she exited that courtroom in handcuffs.
Also, a new mugshot that we got within the last 2 hours.
Yeah, so that is newly released, and it's an interesting, picture that is accompanied on her crime watch announcing the charges. It's one of her smiling quite big. Definitely something that was surprising to see, if you would, something that will,
Bro, this the bitch I'm going to prison photo. This the bitch I'm going to prison photo.
as you mentioned earlier, live on forever. As of right now on that crime watch with the, pinned note, Sonia McKnight charged with, attempted murder.
Now, she was out of prison up until now. What did the judge do when it comes to her bail to get her in prison now?
So her initial bail was set at $300,000, which she originally posted, allowing her out until, today. But the judge increased her bail to $3 million. And when he made, that announcement, if you would, you could hear an audible gasp in the courtroom.
Wow. All right. Well, how did we get here? Because this conviction seems like kind of a conclusion, if you will, to a streak of McKnight's trouble with the law. So we want to kind of take you back to 2019 when she was investigated by the AG's office for shooting her estranged husband at her Harrisburg home.
Shout out to Cree. I didn't even know this. Come on, bro. This bitch a old Black Widow bitch. No motherfucking Avengers either.
And was put on leave. Eventually, she was cleared with the AG's office, at least citing self-defense, because she did have a PFA against him.
Yeah, so then in 2020, McKnight faced multiple charges, including tampering with evidence, after she was accused of trying to influence the police after the arrest of her son. She was acquitted of all counts in that case in 2021, but then in 2023, McKnight was suspended without pay by the Pennsylvania Judicial Council Conduct Board, on allegations this time of theft and other issues, such as refusing to recuse herself from cases, one involving a Harrisburg police officer involved in her 2020 arrest, as well as not showing up to work.
Elise, what comes next?
So next will be McKnight's sentencing hearing. She's currently at the Dauphin County Prison, but May 28th, 9 a.m., she will be right back here at the Dauphin County Courthouse in the same courtroom that she was found guilty of these charges to find out how long she will be serving time in state prison.
All right, Elise Person, thank you so much for your reporting. I'm Jasmine Brooks. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Jerice, nah, bro. Bro. She ain't got niggas is going attributes, brother. No. Most niggas is not going for that bitch. She ain't got none of that, bro. Nah. Judge Shooty is crazy. Silent sir, brother. What the fuck is you on tonight, brother? Oh God. Oh my fucking God, bro. Come on, dog. Judge Shooty is fucking diabolical, bro. Jesus Christ. This bitch done shot the motherfucking the ex-husband. She tried to get this nigga. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to the jurors. Y'all are doing a fucking service to the fucking to society, brother. Okay? Y'all literally saving fucking lives out here. What I want. Then let's jump to this one, man. Y'all, we remember this one, man? Remember, we was one of the first people to fucking cover this shit. And it's because I just randomly happened to see the shit when it happened, right? Y'all remember this case? Hold on, let me see if I can hold on.
Breaking news tonight here on News 12 Brooklyn. Thanks for being with us. I'm Amanda Bossard. After nearly 4 years, the case against Claudia Banton has come to a close with a verdict. News 12 Shakti Dennis was in the courtroom when the jury announced its decision and joins us now with that and more. Shakti.
Amanda, the jury deliberated for about 3 hours, and you could really feel the anticipation when they walked back into the courtroom and read their verdict. Guilty on all charges.
Something I needed to hear. This has been a hard road.
Emotions poured out of the courtroom as a jury found Claudia Banton guilty of murder and criminal possession of a weapon.
You didn't think about what you was doing, so now you have to pay.
4 years after 42-year-old Delia Johnson was shot,
Y'all remember this shit, bro? Y'all remember this? Bruh, walked up to shawty, bruh, aired her out. This is why I told y'all, bro. Bro, people aren't getting involved in shit no more, dog. Mister, it was alleged that it had something to do with her being involved with her son or someone close to her son, either getting in an accident or getting set up or some shit like that. Allegedly, it was over her son being either damn near killed or killed, some shit like that. Allegedly. The people from New York back in the time told me what it was.
execution style on a Crown Heights sidewalk, her family says they can finally begin to heal.
I need to just relax and close my eyes and see.
Despite telling video evidence, this outcome was far from certain. Defense attorney Jonathan Strauss spent weeks poking holes at the prosecution's case and maintaining Claudia's innocence.
First reaction is disappointment, as anyone's would be. We fought hard in this case.
But he admits a surprise witness, a longtime friend of both Delia and Claudia, who was there the night of the murder, dealt a major blow to the defense.
So that's the witness that we had no idea about until we were in the middle of the trial.
Thank God. Shit. Had you known, hell, they would have smoked our ass too.
Two women who once called each other family, now forever divided by this verdict.
I'm sure she's devastated.
But my daughter's gone and she will never be able to come back. Claudia's gone. The difference is that she can call her children.
Broad daylight, bro. Football junkies. Again, bro. These bitches is, bro. I don't think people, and that's why I tell y'all, we have to be the ones that, I guess, ring the alarm on this shit. Bro, all the shit we was taught, because I think we were the last, well, no, you definitely were the last generation, because, you know, it was still, when my daughter, and she's adult now, it was still going out about, you know, girls being innocent, Sugar Spice, everything nice, Powerpuff Girls, that type shit, right? I don't think people understand that there is very little difference in delineation in violence between men and women at this point. Women are just as capable of heinous crimes as men are. the scary part is they don't have that testosterone that provokes or promotes them like men do. Now, again, I'm not excusing it. I'm not saying, the hormones give a man an excuse to be violent, but we all know that the hormone testosterone, you feel me? Right? So at least when a man is doing something, okay, his actions are fueled by, what I'm saying, chemical, hormonal reasons. A woman don't have that. So this is telling you that women are doing this off of just straight rage, impulse, just raw, right? Women are supposed to be docile and meek and, non-confrontational. But as you can see, this woman aired this bitch out in broad daylight. Remember last week, the chick in Baltimore? Put a one in the chat if you remember the girl in Baltimore. A woman just killed a woman in broad daylight on the street, fighting over a nigga, as per the people that said it. Now, this is people, the witnesses. Broad daylight. You couldn't imagine a fucking woman doing this shit 20, 30 years ago. Okay? Yeah, bro. Number, but just rage and emotion with no drivers behind it other than that. And now, unfortunately, we got this one, man. Again, whenever a man is the victim, we never hear about it. It never makes the news. It never goes viral. None of that shit. Come on, bro. Stop with these goddamn ads. Oh, shit. Hold on.
To you, as you can imagine, his family has spent the past week and a half trying to process what allegedly happened. Now, as police investigate the details of this case, you can see tonight is all about the victim. Dozens of people are out here tonight to pay tribute to Jordan Baxter. Now, he is being remembered as a father and as a friend. He did work as a regional rail engineer for SEPTA for 14 years. News of his death has been a shock to so many people here. Police responded to the 800 block of Bells Mill Road around 7 in the morning on March 19th. Baxter's body was found on a plastic sheet parked between two cars near his home. Investigators later identified his wife as a suspect. What is not clear right now is a possible motive. Now, according to online records, his wife, again, she's been identified as Danielle Baxter. She is being defended by a public defender. Her attorney has not publicly commented about this case. We did reach back out today to see again if there are any comments about this suspect, but so far we haven't heard back yet. We'll keep you posted if we do receive a response. For now, we are.
Now, it's a story going on about this that shows this woman was talking about. Where is it? Let me see where it is. She was talking about people plotting on their relationship and all this shit, right? I had it. Damn it. Come on, let me see. Let me find it. Images. Where is it at? Here we go. Here you go. Again, man, these attributes and these things that people like to attribute and make it seem like men are the jealous ones and only men do this. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. That's the wrong one. Okay, no, my bad. Wrong one. These females out here plotting on your marriage and wait for your downfall so they can come right on in, and these men let them. What that sound like to y'all? Cree, see, Cree. They say they want a man that's gonna crash out. Cree. They want a nigga that's gonna go all the way. They want a nigga that's gonna, you know what I mean? That's what these women say they want. They want a nigga that's obsessed. They want a nigga that's gonna apply pressure. They want a nigga that's a little jealous. All right, baby. Though you wish for that stalker, and once you get him, she killed him 5 days later. Killed him 5 days later, bro. Drug his body out the house, left him in the street, the driveway, rather. Found what broads? The girl? They found the one girl that did it, his wife. Football junkie. They found the girl that did it, brother. It was his wife. But again, man, nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking about these frequent, blatant cases of women being violent against men, against each other, against children. We ain't even got to the point of where, you know, hell, these teachers are just, all these teachers are, hey, when they say fuck them kids, they ain't talking Bernie Mac. They talking motherfucking Jeffrey Epstein. You hear me? If you hear a female teacher say fuck them kids, you better ask her, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? You see your phone. Class, has Miss Johnson been doing any type of special projects with anyone? Has Miss Johnson had any type of, you know, secret private detentions you guys want to make us aware of? For real, man. Listen, bro. And this is why, and you know, I'm telling you, I'm not encouraging this. I'm not saying this, but when women no longer fear men, right? And men can't apply necessary force in a situation to reel them in. You feel me? More for your mom. That's the craziest part. More for your mom. These bitches taking pictures and selfies and recordings and shit. These bitches sending the niggas text, sexting. They recording this shit and keeping it in their phone. BC, you ain't lying. I don't never lie to y'all. Just, hey, somebody got to say it, man. These fucking teachers out of hand with these fucking little boys. But remember, as soon as it's a man, everybody was going crazy over the Sandusky shit. And over the you know, anytime it's a man involved with a student. But shit's mighty quiet, man, when you keep having instance after instance after instance, case after case after case of these fucking female teachers, which again, female teachers make up 70% of educators. You mean to tell me all these years it was never happening? Or again, we was just keeping quiet about it, and you couldn't really, it wasn't no Instagram, it wasn't no cell phone, it wasn't no, you know what I mean? You can all go back. Listen, I know for sure. I'll go back in high school. It was a couple niggas hitting the teacher. One in particular. You hear me? Especially the young one. The teacher that then got fresh out of college, she 24, 25. And she around all that motherfucking young testosterone. Hollering at her every day, smiling in her face. Laughing and kikiing. Will's wardrobe. See, hey. Hey. Exactly, man. Grown man want a motherfucking, hey, she grown, but oh my God, you're 10 years older than her. You fucking predator. You groomer. Bruh, she grown. Yeah, that testosterone. That testosterone. They got, you know they full of that testosterone. You got that testosterone in them. We was talking about them girls in Chicago at the restaurant. No, ain't nothing you can do about it. See, Sin 7 Sin, why would you come in here and say something absolutely ridiculous? For one, that's not what it said. My title says exactly what the fuck it is. Women are 300% more violent than the 90s. So reading is fundamental. I thought y'all said it was black men that was illiterate, that couldn't read. My title says exactly what it is. You know, the women's violence stats have not stayed the same since the fucking 70s because it went up 300% since the fucking 90s. So if it went up 300% since the 90s, it went up even more than that since the 70s. But thank you for your participation. Thank you for motherfucking throwing the motherfucking cape out there and being dead ass fucking wrong. Thank you for catching the grenade, love. So speaking of which, perfect segue. Look at the Lord always puts a fucking ram in the bush. Where is it at? Let me see where it at. Where they at though? Where they at? Gonna tell you right here. God damn it. And I still keep them yams at my auntie house. Where the fuck is it at? Shit was highlighted and then unhighlighted. You know some shit. Here you go, right here. This is counsel. Put this in the chat for y'all so you can view it at your own pleasure, at your own leisure. Counsel on Criminal Justice. And it says, let me enlarge this for y'all so you can better see it. For my people that's, you know what I'm saying? What does it say right here? Here you go. Growth in arrest rates for women are 41% higher in 2019 than 1980 is due part to the rise in arrests and violent crimes, 317% higher in 2019 than 1980. And I said the 90s, so the 80s. And drug crime, 63% higher in 2019 than 1980. So I even spared you the 17%. So as I said, women have become far more fucking violent. And the reason why it is, these are arrests. These aren't even attempts or accusations. So it could even be higher. These are just the ones that they can confirm because the women were convicted and arrested. So technically, and in all reality, is much higher than this. These are just the ones that were caught. Another truth, cowboy, that people like to run away from. The majority of children are abused by women. The majority of abusers that are men are introduced to by the women. Females report they make up larger share of violent crime victims, 51% of all violent crime victimizations in 2022 compared to 41% of all victimizations in 1993. Start of data series. This figure is drawn from the National Crime Victimization Survey. It excludes homicides and includes simple assaults. That too, silencer. Nobody wants to be the man that's getting beat by his bitch. So the violent crime and the domestic violence, IPV, intimate partner violence against men will never be accurate. Another truth, football junkie, that again people don't want to talk about, that everybody wants to run from. And we'll jump from that one over here and we'll come back to this one. We'll jump to that stat right here. .8% of lesbian women and 61.1% of bisexual women have experienced rape, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner at some point in their lifetime, as opposed to 35% of heterosexual women. Okay? So 35% of women that only deal with men have experienced some form of rape, physical violence, or stalking. Lesbians, though, is 43.8, and bisexual is 61.1. So if you subtract 35 from both of them, shout out to my man Brian Turner for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. There's people trying to defend that Claudia Banton chick from Brooklyn. They say there's more to the story, as some of our people always say. SMH. Now they were saying that from the beginning. Brian Turner. I forget what the details were. I forget what it was, but I remember it was something involving a close male family member, be it her son or brother or somebody. That was the speculation of it. Shout out to Truth and Reality Undefeated for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. This is what happens when a group is rarely held accountable for their behavior and society makes excuses for their emotional psychotic outbursts. Brother, you're 1000% correct. I told you, when we say shit like women are children and women don't know no better and women are emotional and if she's on her period and that's just the way she is and all these different things, you are literally making shit like this possible. And we've seen it. And if anything was to rise 300%, bro, over a 30-year period of time, bro, that shit right there. That's something you have to start paying attention to. Right? But again, because it goes against the narrative that, women can't be violent, women are always the victim. Society's completely, totally looking over this shit and not studying it, not talking about it, not bringing awareness to it, not giving women harsher sentences. Women still get way less sentences for the same crimes that men do. See, niggas was jumping on me and talking about the whole racism thing earlier today, but nobody's talking about the gender shit, right? A woman get convicted of murder, the man get convicted of murder, bro. It's like a 5-year sentence difference, or 10, depending. That man commit murder, hey, your ass get life in prison, possibly capital murder. Hell, you might get the chair. Woman, Remember, what was the girl name? The light-skinned girl? What was the light-skinned girl that killed the fucking the John in his sleep, shot him in the back of the head while he was asleep, drove off, came back, stole his shit, drove off again? What was her name, y'all? I think it was Brown or something, right? Y'all remember the light-skinned girl's name? Centoya Brown. Yeah, Centoya. That was her name. Centoya Brown. Centoya Brown was convicted of fucking cold-blooded fucking murder, bro. She cried to the thing and said, hey, I was a victim of trafficking and I didn't know what I was doing. She cried some tears. She got in front of the fucking, they picked up her case and hey, yep, of course, some simp married her. I think he was some type of producer or music guy or some shit too at that. Yeah, she got married. Happily ever after. Shout out to man Dolomite for the fire. Appreciate your brother. Miss Fantastic, go down the birth control rabbit hole. The feminists are hiding the mental chemical imbalance that birth control causes in women. Bro, I hadn't even heard about that, but I'll surely do some research on it. It's quite interesting. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. But like I said, if you were to have a 300% increase in anything in 40 years, 30, 40 years, bro, that shit is going to be well fucking studied and documented. Especially something that endangers, society by that much. Right? Yeah, man. What the hell we got going on, man? We got 104 people in here. We only got 74 likes. Hey, man. You lie, you steal, you kill.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Darn more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
Hit the like button, man. Now, remember, men's is out of control. Men's are dangerous. I would rather have the bear. Remember? Well, looky here. Now, if we look, homicides, up, down, 2024 as of last year, right? Aggravated assault, going down, right? Gun assault, going down. Sexual assault has been on the negative for the last 4 years. Starting from 2019 to 2024. So in 2020, of course, it's going to be down. So be fair, it's going to be down because everybody's locked down, right? So of course you're going to have less sexual assaults, okay, in 2020 because a lot of people are locked down. Then we go to 2020, it goes back up 10%, but it's still down from 2019, previous and prior to the lockdowns. Then 2022, everybody's back outside. Oh my God, it goes down. Okay, 2023 stays the same, and then 2024 it goes down another 5%. How are men also violent and women are also afraid in the United States of America to go outside? I can't go on an Uber date without taking down his tag number and texting it to all of my immediate friends because he may take me and rape me. Baby, that ain't what the numbers say. That ain't what the numbers say, baby. You even got a lesser chance of them, you know what I'm saying, sending your ass to Uncle Charles. Most of these gun assaults are by men. But domestic violence, look at this. 2020 went down 1%, which is crazy because the more niggas is around, the more bitches getting beat down, allegedly, right? I'm just saying what y'all say. The more niggas is around, the more bitches getting beat down. So how did domestic violence went down in 2020? People being forced to be around each other, and you mean to tell me domestic violence went down in 2020? Then domestic violence went down some more in 2021? It went down even further in 2022? Went up a little bit, but still negative. And then down again to the lowest in 2024. Oh my God. What's up with all these dangerous ass men, bro? Why are women out here choosing the bear over the man when niggas must clearly out here beating up more bears than women? I saw a nigga, y'all seen the nigga that he got this big ass, he made this big ass fryer contraption. All this nigga do is fry shit. I don't know how this brother gonna make, he not gonna make it to fucking 60. He not, it's no way. He fry everything. The nigga fry fish, he fry chicken, he fry pork, he fry beef. Anyway, I said that because the nigga had some, I ain't never seen a nigga cook bear meat. The nigga cooked the whole bear. He had 4 legs up there, so I imagine it's the 2 in the front and the 2 in the back. The nigga was smoking bear meat, y'all. Niggas is out here hurting more bears than women. I ain't never seen, I done heard sweeter than bear meat, but I ain't never ever seen no nigga actually make some bear meat. I'm just trying to figure out if we seen a trend, everything that directly affects fucking women more. Men are affected more by homicide, but still it's going down, right? -6%. So that means it's gonna be less women deleted along with the men. Aggravated assault. Again, most of this is gonna be men, but it's still going down. But the shit that's gonna directly affect the fucking women, sexual assault, down a little bit, but up, but still down. All this is in the negative. You understand? All of this is in the negative. And last year was the lowest. So what are we talking about? Over the last fucking 6 years, over the last 5 years, domestic violence, all down. What are we talking about here? When are we gonna talk about this shit, people? Now I tell y'all, and the reason why I'm mad about this, not mad about this, so I'm making this thing. So the Carmelo Anthony Austin Metcalf thing started the argument about raw numbers versus per capita. And you had people talking about, well, if you got to use the per capita, it's not really what it is. You got to use per capita to make the argument. It's really not an argument that he made. And I actually believe in that. Because again, man, if you got to use the per capita shit per 100,000 or per whatever, again, to, substantiate for that group or so on and so forth, it's kind of, dependent. But there is such thing as overrepresentation, right? Who's going to do this and accurately talk about this, and we talk about quote unquote femicide, right? And domestic violence against women. When are we going to do this? When? There's approximately 340 million American people. There's a little bit more women than men, but let's just cut it straight down the middle, 50-50, right? That'd be 170 million women, right? 170 million females, right? I think when you go to adults to children, it's something like 60-40, more so adults than kids. So cut that again, right? So 50% would be, we said what, 170. So that'd be 85. Then add another 10% to that, which would be 17. So we're looking at what? 102? Yeah, so like 102, right? So 102 million women, right? So if we're not even getting per year 10 million women, right? That's less than 10%. And let me see if it says it here. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to see if they give the number per year. One of them had it. Let's see. I think they said approximately. See, they love giving you this shit, lifetime shit. It's hard to find yearly numbers for it. You have to go and I guess to the FBI statistics, but I couldn't find it. And I was specifically looking for the yearly rates, and it would not give me yearly totals. But one of these things said approximately, I think, 5 million. See if I can find it. See if I can find it. No. Fucking bullshit. But I know this. It's far under 10 million, right? Shout out to my man Dub Will for the fire. Greatly appreciate you, brother. The family matter, and the truth of the matter is that man can't be committing more DV because most men ain't trying to be in a relationship in 2025. Big facts. There's another reason why men is a man. Listen, it's a lose-lose out here, man. Yeah, big boy, we talked about that. DV rate amongst lesbian women is the highest. Actually, bisexual women is the highest. Then lesbian women is the second highest. Yeah, Charles, I agree with you. Charles, most men have been in that situation. Men will hit an object or, break some property before he just results to the majority of men. Okay, the vast majority of men. Again, less than 1% of men commit domestic violence against women. That's a fact. Nobody wants to talk about that, though. And a lot of domestic violent cases are repeated cases, or repeat offenders, be it with that woman or different women. A woman beating ass nigga is gonna always be a woman beating ass nigga. I'm sorry. I've never fucking hit a woman in my life. Never plan on it. Right? A nigga that beat bitches, though, it's in his blood. We'll just say that. Right? So, again, when are we going to do the per capita, and when are we going to do the raw numbers and the actual comparison of men that commit domestic violence and women that suffer from domestic violence, and give the actual numbers and stop doing this bullshit about 50% in a lifetime and 1 out of 3 women and all this bullshit. No, tell us the motherfucking actual fucking numbers from the total. Okay, what you're doing is you're telling us the fucking women that have reporting the shit and the ones that are that actually turn out to be convictions versus the claims, right? Give us the raw numbers of the total of fucking adult women per year, and then those women that get convicted cases, not only fuck convicted cases, even accusations per year. And let's talk about it in its proper fucking context, bro, because I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this fucking this bullshit ass fucking narrative that's only hurting men, right? And only gets men automatically assumed fucking guilty until proven innocent when a woman claims that he somehow physically or sexually assaulted her. Now, I'm not saying that every woman is lying when she makes a claim that something has been done to her, be it physically or sexually, but I am saying not every woman is telling the truth when she claims that a man has physically or sexually assaulted her. The worst thing and worst claim a fucking man can have is any type of sexual misconduct claim. To the point now where women are even making claims against men about children. You know, your niggas was, love this song about calling somebody a fucking PDF file. And I was like, hey, man, y'all niggas got to know when some shit just, but hey. Coach Ferg, you know it, brother. Come on now. You know I'm slapping that ass, though. You know I'm slapping that ass, though, brother. Come on now. But only, when requested. You know what I'm saying, brother? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Only when requested, brother. And I do get a lot of requests. Built the bought, baby. I'm slapping it. All right? You need, baby, if you want to pass the fat ass test, holler at your boy. All right? All right. Listen, ladies, you want to know if you got a fat ass or not? These are certified measuring tools. Okay? Calibrated and calculated. Internationally, by the way. This shit is good globally. All right? Metric, standard. All right? I got you. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm telling you, bro. It's silent sir. That's the sad part about it. And I think we have, and this is why I say it's so much male advocacy, man, for us to make each other alert of what's going on around us, because this shit is real easy to forget about and just go along with it. And one of the biggest things is we become supporters of the bullshit, and you putting yourself out here on the line, and you're believing what a woman has to say because of the stigmas that's out here, man. Again, I just showed you 4 straight years of the decrease in domestic violence. 4 straight years of decrease in any type of sexual assault. But the I'm choosing the man over the bear shit happened last year, right? Right? Was that 2024 or 2023? That was 2024. I'm picking a man over the bear happened last year. Why? They even use that lot to knock down Beyonce's mama's docuseries about the positive black man. I just heard somebody talk about that today. She made Beyonce's mom made a what's the name of it? I heard somebody mention that earlier today. And I don't think it was something positive said about it either. I'll show you this. American women often talk about how they're afraid of men and, how it's so dangerous. This is the World Health Organization. WHO. Okay. This is for the world, Craig. The world. Now, as you can see, hold on me. It's a little too big. Pause. There we go. For the world, this is 2018, right? 13%. Okay. Now, let's jump to, damn it. Play on me. The world standard in 2018 was 13%. United States of America, 6%. See that? 6%. United States of America, the Americas, the world, Craig, the world. Oh, I can just click on it. So look at our neighbors right here. Remember what we told y'all about why Consuela and Maria? They ain't talking no shit about Pedro and Juan and them. Okay? They ain't saying, I told y'all, I'll never forget this shit. Me and my son was getting ready to go in Surge, a little trampoline place when we was in Norfolk, Virginia. Right? Surge was in Virginia Beach. The time I'm ready to cut my car off and we go in the Surge, I see motherfucking Maria and Juan come out of Surge. Maria, they got one little kid skipping and hopping, little Diego, time of his life, getting ready to go back to the car. And Maria is pushing little Pablo in the stroller on the way to the car, but she got her phone out, flip phone. Okay. Whatever in the fuck that Pedro walked up and saw on that motherfucking flip phone, he el snatchoed that el fono out of her el hando and slammed it on the motherfucking el grondo. You hear me? You know what Maria did? She didn't cuss. She didn't fuss. She dropped her motherfucking head as he cussed her out in all kinds of motherfucking Spanish. Punto, merda, all that. Okay? I know a couple of them cuss words. Okay? And then Maria kindly picked that motherfucking phone up. Okay? The battery had came out of it. Picked the battery up, put it together, put little Pablo in the car, still with her head dropped, and got in the motherfucking passenger seat. Yes, El Nothing Go. Didn't make one soundo or sino. Imagine you snatching a phone out of a black woman's hand in public. Nigga, you finna get shot. El Malto El Shudo. See, we know Spanish over here. Don't tell us we ain't motherfucking bilingual. Tell them, Dub Will. No, she didn't put none in them tamales. She was on that fucking El Telefono. She had some on that motherfucking Telefono, Cree. Dolomite, listen, we showing you. This your neighbors, man. Look at your neighbors. United States, 6%. Mexico, 10%. Venezuela, 8%. Where Colombia? Colombia. That's double, ain't it? Oh, let's not go to the motherland. Oh, shit. Let's go where the real niggas at. The original niggas. The Congo? You better not go. South Africa? Double. Nambia? Double. Botswana? Double. More than double. Zimbabwe? Triple. Mozambique? Ethiopia? Damn, they beating the fine-ass Ethiopians? Ethiopia goddamn 4 times. Almost 7. No, 6. So no, 4. Almost 5. South Sudan, Kenya, Uganda. Gets a little bit lighter over here, but the further fucking east you go, you better shut your motherfucking mouth hole. Let's see what's blew up here. Afghanistan. Oh Lord. They got fucking UAE in this motherfucker? No, Jordan. Turkey, they not gonna tell you. Kyrgyzstan, India. Oh, we already know what time it is in India. Oh, they don't have it. It will be up here though. Also here, Egypt. Things a little better, but about the same in what's the name? We know they soft in France, Spain, Portugal. They're too small. They ain't whooping no bitches over there. UK. Mongolia, China. You know they motherfucking karate chopping bitches over there. Indonesia. Philippines. Japan. See, they got their shit in check. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Nobility at best. They don't got it. They're not gonna report theirs. Dubai not gonna tell you how much ass they whooping over there. Cause UAE should be somewhere around up in here. Well, hold on, let me see. Hold on, I might be able to pull it down. Nah. See, they don't got United Arab Emirates, and they don't have Dubai either. So yeah, theirs isn't reported. But you see what I'm saying, man? You get what we saying. America is half, okay, the world average. Why are American women acting like they have any level of danger in comparison to women everywhere else in the fucking world? You can always move to Canada. They whooping bitches down in the DR. We know what's already going on in Haiti. They eat motherfuckers in Haiti. I guess you could try to go to Cuba, but y'all got it good here, man. Bolivia, Argentina. So you can go to South America. Might be better off there, but I mean, y'all ass get outside the country and oh, definitely not. Listen, man. We've covered the actual reality of the occurrence and frequency of domestic violence and violence that women in America are suffering from, when again, what's really happening is they're perpetrating more of it. Okay. Over the last 40 years, it's increased 300+%. While in the last 5 years, we've had up to a 20% decrease in violence against women. When it comes to sexual assault, which be the first thing they say, right? 26% decrease over the last 5 years, right? Domestic violence, 11% decrease over the last 5 years. Why is nobody talking about this? Why are there no studies about the psyche of the violence of women and this drastic increase of women taking lives and, sexually violating children? Shout out to Doug Will for another 5. Appreciate you, brother. USA men can't win. The women in our country say we're more dangerous than a bear, while men from other countries say we're too soft with our women. Shaking my damn head. Exactly, brother. They again, bro, it's never enough. More. Or in this case, less. Damn, the shit done went down 20%, 6%, but it can go down more than that. It needs to be completely, totally eradicated. Now you know that's never gonna happen. And that's the part that never gets said, right? You're never gonna eliminate violence against people. Never gonna happen. It's always gonna be some predator out here. It's always gonna be some violent person out here, unfortunately. Okay. If we had a fucking magic wand or a fucking, diabolical nigga trap or whatever the fuck, I'm pretty sure we would employ it, but we don't. I think it's already said, but all the people need is a Lifetime story or a Tyler Perry movie to paint a whole cast of. Yeah, man. You already know that shit go. Again, the color purple theory has haunted our generation, our generations of black men, and older the most for forever. The only good thing about that, well, shit, they just had a remake, so I don't know. I think that shit flopped though. Thank God, nobody really watched it, so I don't think the coming females will have as much impact as the previous ones did. But yeah, man, we've been hit with this Mr. bullshit for I don't know how long. Majority of men aren't out here. Vast majority of men out here aren't whooping on the bitch, bro. Niggas ain't trying to be motherfucking the next motherfucking pimping Ken or what was the nigga with the cup? None of this pimp shit. Nobody out here trying to motherfucking, make a woman do some shit. Of course, every now and again you gonna have some asshole that does, but do we see when you say black women are violent, you have things to push up? So they're not all. It ain't all of us. That's just isolated incident and whatever. Okay, but baby, 300%. Black men have had a decline in violence over the last 40 years. Black men have had a decline in incarceration over the last 40 years. So again, this is why I tell y'all this importance of the ain't can't don't want theory in the fucking bullshit ass narrative is black women keep steadily lying and trying to keep the myth going of the black man being the most dangerous fucking thing and the biggest threat to them on the planet when our numbers are decreasing in violence, right? While theirs are increasing. Yet again, nobody focuses on it. Nobody talks about it. And it's steadily going up. Violence against men, violence against women, violence against children. And society is just watching this shit happen. Just watching it get out of control. And it's not handling like they handle men because women. Cree, what you know about that? Cree, see, I know Cree had a pimp cup back in the 2000s. Y'all believe Cree be acting all innocent and shit. Cree was fucking standing on couches, okay, and breakdancing when Lil Jon came on back in like 03. Miss She said, you can't listen. Hey, can't say that, man. Can't judge these women. Hormones. It's just how women are, and but yeah, man. Hopefully, you guys can take this information and share it with somebody. We have to start actively informing people. You'll be surprised, man, how many people, especially now in the age where people are getting more comfortable with stats because it's a content thing now. You'll be surprised at how receptive people are to stats they didn't know about if you tell them. Of course, don't be, don't fuck nigga, that ain't the guy. Calm down, brother. Calm down. Okay? If you deliver it in a, inquisitive manner, did you know that women's violence has actually increased 300% over the last 40 years? Did you know that? Did you know that the sexual assault, okay, has decreased over 26% over the last 5 years? Did you know that? Huh? Still choosing the Bears, huh? Have a nice day. Just little shit like that, man. And most importantly, man, inform the boys of this shit. Right? This ain't for us. We grown, man. We good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here doing nothing to no damn women. I might cuss a bitch out when she get out of line, online. But I don't even gotta do this shit in real life. Listen, baby, you do some shit that's cuss outable in public. More likely than not, I'm dealing with you in some business capacity. You know what? Now I'm just gonna have your job. I can't wait for a bitch to get attitude with me on the clock. Oh, really? Huh? Oh, so that's how it's gonna be. Oh, fuck me, huh? Really? Oh, wow, thank you. Can I have the number to corporate, please? Yes. Corporate. I'll gladly appreciate that. I'm not Shaniqua. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. I'm just gonna have you in unemployment line tomorrow, baby. What's we doing? I don't know you. You're not important. Fuck, nigga. Keep it up. Yeah. Yeah. Make a scene. I love it. Yes. I hope you kept your EBT card. You're gonna need it. Listen, man, I don't listen, bro. I'm at a point in my life, bro, where it's just like, listen, baby, I don't really want no trouble. I don't want no problems. I ain't got time for that shit. Okay. Put my items in the bag, baby. Let me be on my way. Okay. You work here. All right. You're not better than me. You in retail, baby. I don't give a fuck if you in retail with a BBL. You're hustling backwards. Bitch, it's a bad investment. You work in retail with a BBL, baby. Ain't no motherfucking NBA player about to come through motherfucking Walmart and carry you out of the motherfucking self-checkout line, baby. He's not finna rescue you. You have a better chance at Whole Foods, but you don't even know where it is, okay? So look at you with your dumb ass. And your BBL got lumps in it. You can't afford Dr. Miami. Your ass got Dr. Fort Lauderdale. Okay? Dr. St. Myers. Fort Myers out this motherfucker. Shit looking like unmixed motherfucking looking like unmixed mashed potatoes in this motherfucker. Lumpy and bumpy. Don't fucking play with me. Okay? Shout out to all the good BBLs out there, baby. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to all of y'all that can afford a good doctor and good, nice, symmetrical, soft. Let me get out of here. Let me stop. I'm going too far. But hey, man, appreciate y'all as always, man. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. That's on X/Twitter. Of course, here on YouTube, IG, TikTok, Facebook page. and Rumble. That's that on that one. I'm gonna catch y'all next, man. Holla, we out.